Bam. Alright. I didn't think this school looked very big under this dock. They're running current this morning, guys. That's making it very tough for me. He's about 9.5. Last time I was out here, I done beat the culling off my jig. Last time I was out here, I caught some really, really nice crappie. I caught a lot of 12 and 13s. Don't know if that's going to happen today. You've got to find the bigger schools. That's going to be tough sometimes. And when they're making current, when they're making electricity, that's what they're doing today, this morning. They've drawn the lake down. It's hard to see it, but it's down to about 6 inches. So now they're letting water out of Kerr Lake above us. The crappie are not as active. If it slows down a little bit, they get fired up. But y'all know crappie ain't crazy about current. So they're acting a little different. They're backing up. They're getting closer to the bank to get out of the current because the current's stronger out further. It's actually stronger on the other side of the lake. I stopped at a dock on that side of the lake, and it was so strong I couldn't hardly even fish. I mean, you could throw your jig back in your jig. I had to go to a 1/16, and it was still going with the current. And so I thought, well, let's switch to the other side of the lake. So that's what I'm going to do the next couple minutes is I'm going to jump a couple docks here, try to find some bigger fish. That's what you do when you're dock fishing. I'm using the baby bass color. See, my boat's going this way. The current's carrying me. I might run the trolling motor. And there's no wind this morning. It's current. I'm using the baby bass color in the BA shad right now. So see how that goes. The water has a little dinge to it. This might be a little light for that. But hey, there's a lot of baby fish in the lake right now from all the sun perch family, right? All the sunfish family, bass is in the sunfish family. All those sunfish families, you can name them all, right? Brim, going through them all. All of them are having young ones. So the lake is full of baby stuff. So it's a good time to imitate sunfish, baby bass, baby yellow perch, or whatever you might have. Baby catfish, they're black, right? All right, guys, switching docks, just hunting for bigger fish. That's a little nicer. I was on that dock down there. Oops. This time of year, they're moving to deeper docks, and it could be any dock on the channel. That dock down there, I've caught them off of it 2 or 3 times. Sometimes I check it, there's none on it. But you don't know. That's what I'm saying. He's about 11. 10, well, he's probably 10.5. I think I gave him a little too much. You got to be interested in this jumping docks. You can see if I'm standing here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. I can see 13 docks down to that point. All right? And then they keep on going. This lake is low docks. Docks on the other side as far as I can see. They could be on any of them because this is on the channel. It's deeper water here. They like certain things about some docks. If they got braces, that's a plus. If there's trash around them, where a homeowner stuck a Christmas tree down in the boat lane and the boat slips sometimes, they do that. That'll stick a Christmas tree down in there. If they do that or something, that helps. This one has braces. Now, most of these docks that have braces, a lot of guys don't want to fish them. I done lost one jig already. I hadn't been here 10 minutes. You're going to lose some jigs on these docks. They got braces going everywhere. They don't show up good on the depth finder for some reason. The braces won't show up. And I'll show you. Let's look here. Now, look. See that X right here? See that? Those are braces. All right, and the fish like them. I'm not too far now, I think. All right, let's go back this way. Going back the other way. All right, see that brace right there? See that long going there? It's a brace. So, and all of them don't show up. And the fish will hang on those braces, and they get to where the braces get close to the post stuff. Yeah, it gives them a place to hide, it gives them a place to get out of current. Right now, I got my spot lock running. You can see this trash right here coming at me. That's what I'm saying, they're running current. That makes it tough. Because usually when I fish these docks, I get on the side. Well, I can't get on the side because the current's carrying me. Now I can go get in front of it and set my spot lock in front and cross off the back. I do that sometimes. That's where the crappie brakes would go. I've talked about this with different people. Some guys said, Dennis, you don't need crappie brakes. Well, I really don't. Oops, I hit my spot lock by accident. I really don't. But a day like today when the current's running and I want to get on that side of the dock, I could go over there and face the dock and cut my crappie brakes on low, you know, especially if you have variable speed. I don't know how they quite work. But if I have variable speed, I could adjust it enough to where it's just sitting there holding the boat, right? Running all the time, slowly. Yeah, that would be great, things like that. All right, guys, move to another dock. It's a baby. Like I said, this is what I do. I'm taking with y'all, taking y'all with me today. What I do, and I catch little ones like that. Most time I don't even show them to you. Once in a while, I will. If I'm talking about something that's, I think that makes part of the video. You know, video is like a movie. Sometimes you got to kind of try to tie it together with what's going on. You know, I'll share it with you, but it's going to be difficult today. I'm telling you right now, the fishing's difficult. It's going to be because of the current. See the leaf back there? It's going that way pretty fast, isn't it? Now, adding on top of that, the last couple of minutes, I had a bump right there. Since I left that dock that I was fishing, see how my boat's spinning around? It's current. I was facing the dock when I stopped here. So that makes it difficult for me to cast where I want to on this dock. I've got to work my boat around it. That's why I said a while ago, the crappie brakes now would be good on this dock right here. I could face this dock and cut my crappie brakes on slow and hold me in position. I can't do it with this trolling motor. If I pull up with this trolling motor to get where I need to skip back under that dock and run it all the time, I'm scared of the fish. I'm wasting my time. It's no use for me to fish it. That's the problem I'm having this morning. I cannot get the boat where I want it. This is the 4th dock I've been to now, and I've caught about 1 or 2 off each dock, and I'm looking for it. And I quit. When they quit, they're being finicky this morning. They're following me. They're running out. All that's because of the water running, the current running. They don't care much for that current. They rather hold tight. They're behind the post or whatever they're hiding behind. If they went out and chase you, they'll went out and chase you a little ways and go back. As the guy from Louisiana said on Crappie Connection, you got to catch the dumb ones and the real hungry ones first, and sometimes they stop after that. That's about the truth of it. You catch 2, 3, 4 off a dock, off a brush pile, and it gets a lot tougher. All right, guys, got another one. And it took a little bit. Getting the bait back where you need it's tough. And you know, some of you are probably thinking the current, how does the current affect it? Well, one thing is, it affects your bait. He's about 9.5. You're trying to reel your bait like this to you, and the current's pulling it, and it's going sideways and maybe kicking around. The current's pretty strong if y'all fish around current. And it'll calm down here in a little bit. Once that water gets, once they quit dumping it quite as hard, sometimes they dump it in surges, and they dump it really hard for a little while, maybe half an hour or so. Then they slow it down, and when they slow it down, the fishing will take back off. But yeah, it affects the bait, way you bait. When you're trying to reel it back, it's going sideways as you're trying to reel it, that type of thing, as you can imagine. He might be a ½ inch bigger. He's probably right at 10. All right, guys, I'm gonna leave this dock. I have stopped here and caught some nice crappie off this dock, and I see, nah, he ain't 10. He's about 9.5 too. I can see some good ones back in there, but I can't get to them. The angle I'm at, like I said, I can't control my boat the way I want to. Boat control, guys, is boat control is a big part of fishing. And if you can't control your boat around the dock and get it where you want it, you can't cast right. You can be too close to it, that you don't have enough room to cast and skip. Okay, you can be too far. That's when you don't get the right skip. You need to be, and it depends on you as a personal fisherman. Right here, I'm about 12 feet. I like to be about 10 feet from the boat dock, because I got a 7-foot rod, so I can reach out and skip. And I like to skip right like this, right off the front to my right. So I like to position the boat where I'm facing the dock, and I can skip it right back through it. So I'm skipping backwards right here. I'm backhanding like that. Yeah, and yeah, I'm getting it in there because I got a big opening. But if you got a smaller opening in some docks and the water's up, I've got to be able to skip forward hander. I can't get it under there. I can show you, it's a couple fish here, but I don't see any that look monstrous. Some of y'all said you like, I want to drop this down so y'all can see better. And it's going to make it look bigger too. You can see how it's dropping fast right here. Okay, so I'm in 19 foot. But you can see it at the dock it does. You see the couple marks right there? Yeah, it's probably 20 in there. They look big now because, like I said, I dropped the screen. But if you put the screen up here where it was, what it's supposed to be, like that, to be at 19 foot, yeah, they're not that big of fish. I don't think it's anything bigger than what I'm catching. So guess what I'm going to do? I'm going to go to another dock. That's right. Bam. All right, guys. It's a little bit bigger. Really struggling to find bigger fish this morning. And when I look back through there, they all look about the same size. Now, for some of y'all that don't have live scope, you're saying, well, Do you know there's bigger fish on there? No, there could be a bigger fish amongst the school, and it'd be hard to pick out. But when you look at the school, and the little marks all look about the same, that one's about 10 inches. He's probably 10 1/4. That's the biggest fish I think I've caught today. That's bad, isn't it? Last week, I caught some good ones, guys. That video, y'all done seen it by the time you seen this. You done seen it already. I had one day, I caught some good ones. I had about 4 to 5 that was 12 to 15 inches. And they come off of different docks. Y'all didn't come off the same docks. That's why I keep jumping docks. Fish will stay according to size most of the time, but once in a while, you'll catch a really nice fish, a place where you done caught 6 or 8 little ones. You know, that happens. All right, guys, I had my camera off. I put a new battery in it. I don't see the bait. I'm gonna take a chance. Put a new battery in it, moved from that dock, and I hadn't cut it on. Y'all hear me say that once in a while. You just don't cut it on until I catch the first fish. If you're traveling and stuff like that, you just run your batteries dead. I got 4, and I done killed one this morning. They don't last as long as you think they would. All right, there you go, guys. Caught a nice one finally. He's probably 11 1/2. Bam, on the beak. Get you where y'all can see here. I'm sorry, my camera fell over. I didn't have it tight enough. There you go. I'll start over. Hey guys, finally I caught a nice one here on the BA Stinger. Baby bass. It's a good one. He's probably 11 1/2, 11 3/4. Again, see, I'm jumping docks. That's what you got to do sometimes, is until you find some nicer fish. All right, let's go back around here so we can catch another one off of. What do you think? Got another one, guys. Took a few casts. I had to turn the boat around too. I'm gonna pick him up too, like he's hooked good. Oh yeah. All right, I caught a sunfish. It was like a brim. We got 5 kinds here, so sometimes you got to look close. Of sunfish. I kept seeing sunfish one day, and somebody kept saying, "What is a sunfish?" Brim, shellcracker, actually a bass, right? They're the sunfish family, ain't they? He's about 10 1/4. Did I catch the biggest one first? I might have caught the biggest crappie under there first. You never know. Let's turn back around here and get position. They're back under those steps. Yeah. So it's hard to get to. It took me from that between those fish, I think 3 casts to get it where I want it. If you don't drop it right down close to them, they will not come out this way after it. It's got to be really close to them, guys. And this is a nice big opening. So you got to get it on back in there. I'm about right this time. And if you don't get it right on top of their head, like I said, what's falling close to them, had a bump, had a bite, so I'm pretty close to them. One of them probably ran out and nipped at it. Hit it twice. Finally, I got a nice one, guys. I done caught a couple I haven't showed you. I didn't even cut the camera on the last one. He was about 9 inches. I thought, no use me keep showing y'all the little ones. Y'all not interested in seeing how many I catch. You're more interested in seeing me catch a decent fish on something, aren't you? And I'm catching little ones. I'm showing you some small ones. I'm struggling today to find a bigger fish. That's a good one. He's not gonna make 12. He's 11 3/4, 11 1/2. Now, he hit it. I mean, you had sometimes they just boom. There he is. He's got it. I've got it. It wasn't no tap tap tap. It was I got it. Some of the other ones I tapped it and kind of soft bit it. You know, I felt the weight. I felt the tap and set the hook, and they were there. Not this one. He's a good one. He nailed it. So it's funny how that is sometimes. Some of them will come up and you feel a little tip, and you see your line move, right? See your line move off, or you feel just a little weight. That's how the first few bit. You like it when they come up and go wham, smash it. Yeah, man. All right, guys, on the same dock, I just moved around. I could see, when I was looking through there, I could see with some fish at 40 feet. Well, when I knew they said 40 feet, they had to be on another part of the dock, right? They're on this walkway. But he's about 9 3/4. We have a lot of fish in this lake, crappie, that are 9 to 10 inches. I think 50% of them might be that big. And that 11 to 13, 14 inch size, we have some, we don't have as many. And that's the size everybody's keeping to eat too, okay? That size is, by this time of year, is getting thinned out through spring fishing, through the spawn, right? That's the size everybody wants to keep to eat, that 10 to 12 to 13. So there's still some here. We're gonna find some before it's over with. They'll try hard enough anyway. I thought he was a little bit bigger. He was acting like he was. Yeah, he is. He is. And one thing about this school is, that's the next cast. I think I've caught 3 in 3 casts. Some of them haven't been that aggressive today. Of course, this time of day is helping too. He's about 10. He's about 10 and a quarter, 10 and 3/8. He's a little over 10. But that's a good fish. And that's what happens to a lot of them that size. If I was keeping something to eat, say, hey, that'd be decent. I like them around 11, 12 inches, what I usually keep if I'm going to keep some. Now, they're back in this corner. Let's see if I can get to them. They're back in there. I got to go under the boat, and the current's going this way. We still got a little current moving. So I got to go back under the boat and get back in that corner. And then I just start reeling slow. That's what I've been doing. Just like that. Bam. And see, they come off the walk, and they'll come out and then chase it then. I can't throw up under that walk. Like I say, hey, I think that's 4 in a row. You got to be happy about that. At least you're catching some fish, and that shows you that they like this color, right? That's what the video is about, guys. Ain't about catching whoopers. He's a little bit over 10. He's probably 10. That's about it. But yeah, it ain't about catching slabs. It's about, and I'd love to catch some slabs. Don't get me wrong. My videos are about baits that I make. That's on the site, WW Lake Country Baits, and colors. This is one of the newer colors, right? Baby bass. And just showing y'all, building confidence. This is a good way to say it. That just hit me. I'm building confidence in the bait for me and for y'all. So I went out and fished with them before I put them on the site and caught fish on them. I made a cast here and I went, all right. Once I made a few casts, got a couple fish, I went, that's going to be fine. But I'm building confidence in the bait for y'all too. You don't want to order something you never seen anybody catch a fish on. And I've told this story 2 or 3 times. I'm going to tell it again. I'm going to go back like 2002, 2003. And I was bass fishing a lot then. I was fishing bass tournaments a lot. And I was fishing with this guy. We on this lake. We was just fishing around. He pulled this thing out, looked like a big cigar. He put it on his bait. He threw it over. He caught a bass. He caught another bass. I'm throwing a buzz bait or a spinner bait. It was one eating close to dark. He caught another one. I said, what in the world are you throwing? He said, it's a Cinco. I said, let me see it. I'm looking at it. I said, it's just a round piece of plastic. Yeah. Well, the bait shop's right down the road here from my house. So I go down there a couple times a week. I got baits for sale down there now. If anybody hunting if you're in the area, Lake Country Baits, they have them at the Holly Grove Marina. So I go down to Holly Grove Marina. Here's a little bait shop. I walk in there and buy me a pack of green pumpkin and watermelon. You know, something you got confidence in. Took them out, Texas rigged them, no weight. Started pitching them around trees in the water and stuff. Started catching bass with them. Dropped them down the side of the boat and watch them. Why are they bass wanting to hit them? Well, when they sink, the tail spins like this. It flops. The tail does these fast circles as it sinks. I went, oh, okay. Looks like something dead, still a little alive, trying to make it to the bottom or falling to the bottom. Well, y'all know the rest of the story. Sinkos, everybody uses them. They Texas rig them. They Carolina rig them. Dude, it's hard to beat, right? So, but I got confidence in that bait by watching him catch fish on it. I've seen them in the store. Once you showed me what it was, I see I've seen those. And they're expensive too, right? They're like, right now they're like $9 a bag. I think it's $8 a bag. And like $1 a piece, right? And I seen him catch fish on it. I went on and spent my money and bought a pack. But I've seen them hanging in the store, and I thought, why would a bass eat a piece of straight plastic? There's no action there. It don't have a tail. That's right. So that's why I fish with my baits, to show y'all that they catch fish. Now, when you go on the site and order, you got confidence. And you say, hey, I seen Dennis catching fish on that baby bass BA. I know it works. This water right now is about, I can still see the end of my rod. I can see down about that far, which is, let's see, 1, 2, 3. I can see down 3 foot or better, guys. I told y'all a couple videos back, our lakes will clear it fast now once all this rain stops. It'll get to about 4 foot visibility here by the end of summer if we don't get any bad storms, all right? Now, the creeks are not that clear. The creek I live on is only about 2.5 foot visibility. The creeks stay dirtier because they dirty up easy, right? The channel stays clear because they dump water out of Kerr Lake about, I'm going to guess, 8 miles from here, maybe 9 to the dam. They dump water out of Kerr Lake. At the end of the lake, it's nice and clear by the time it gets there. It's about 80 foot deeper and it comes out the bottom. It cools this channel. If you can see here now, it's 76. It was 75 when I first come out. Go back on the creek I live on, it's probably 78, 79. And that helps the fish on the main channel. I just told somebody this week, they asked me about catching crappie. They said they was coming here. I said, just stay on the main channel. Look for lay downs, docks, any structure you can find about 10 to 15 foot on the main channel. All right, while I'm spending all this time making this video longer, I'm gonna show you something. There's the school I'm throwing at. See, they're only 5 foot deep at the top of them. But you see how deep this dock is. I'm sitting at 16 foot. You see it goes up. See how they're staying right here? They're in. It's 12 foot right here. It's 12 foot right there, see? That's what they do. They get on these channels, they get on the deeper docks where they can have 12 foot under that dock. You can't be in 12 foot of water. You can't be 12 foot of water out here most of the time and be 12 foot under that dock, right? It's gonna be 6 under there, right? You gotta get on the deeper docks. Get on the place where you got a bank, or you got a channel. You know, we have a lot of bank up here. You can see by the bank up here. You see how tall the trees are? That comes down. It's steep on both sides, all the way up through here for a long ways. Bam. Yeah, I moved to another dock, guys. Next one down. That's what the next one down. Because it's still in deep water. Whoops. Hey. That's what you call easy release right there. They are pretty fish. I hate for them flopping my boat. Alright. Figured he was a little bit bigger while he was fighting, but he wasn't. He's still about 10 inches. This school here is back under there further. I just seen this guy go out in his boat about 10 minutes ago. You can see him right there. And that should be about deep enough. There you go, bam. So you can catch 2 or 3 pretty fast. Yeah, he's a little bigger, then they quit on you. These black crappie are famous for that. First, like I say, 2, 3, and you're going like, man, I like this school, and they quit. Now last school, the last dock, I think I caught 10 before they quit on me. That's unusual. But it was 2 different schools. Now I caught some on one side and I moved around, caught some other side. And it looks like it's another school in this walk. Oh, he's over 10. Bam. All right, guys. Look. Before I end today, I'm going to keep fishing. Before I end today, though, I'll probably catch another 10 or 15 of those. And I'm going to head in a little bit. I got to run to town. Do some business. But look, this time of year, if you ain't hunting monsters, you just fish these docks, you're going to catch some fish. That's what we're out here for, to have fun, catch fish, right? We like catching big ones, but you don't catch big ones all the time. I've caught some good fish this year. I can't complain. So if I want to catch some big ones, I need to go to Grenada. I need to go to Grenada and Ross Barnett, some of these places where all these guys are talking about tagging 200 2-pounders a year and stuff, right? And you know what? That might be on my bucket list. I need to do that one of these days before things get past me. But it's easy to jump in my truck. And guys, the boat ramp from my house is on, I don't know, it's not even a 1/10 of a mile. Yeah, it won't even turn a 1/10 on my truck. And put my boat in, come out here and fish. That's just too easy, right? Hey, Dennis, Fishing Lake Country. WW Lake Country Baits, check it out. That's what this BA Stinger is. There's 8 colors in it. 21 colors in the fathead minnow. Y'all just see me catch them on the baby bass on it. You can find the color there that you like in the fathead, I'm sure. And it catches fish. It's 1.5 inches. It catches fish, guys. It's a good bait. All right? 19 body shapes, over 90 colors. Dennis, Fishing Lake Country. See y'all.